Okay, good morning students. Once again, welcome back in this Python tutorial, and we are in the chapter Python fundamentals. And students, I think you have seen the last video of variables, how we can create variables in Python and how we can assign a value in variables, and how can we see the type of particular variable, that whether it is an integer or a string type or floating number. So let me tell you that today's topic of discussion, that is how we can take input in computer using this Python. Okay, so today's topic is simple input and output in Python. So let us proceed. Let me show you. Let me write the what we say today's topic here first. Okay, that is today's topic is simple what we say input and output, simple input and output in what we say Python. Okay, so that is our topic of discussion for today. So student, let me tell you very quickly that in order to get input from the user using the keyboard, what we use a function. Okay, we use a function. Okay, and what is the name of that function? The name of this function is input function. Okay, input, this is the sign of what we say a function. Okay, so input function is used. Okay, it is used, it is used to take, it is used to take input from what we say user. Okay, and what about the output? For the output, that is, it was, I think, the first one, input. This one is the first one. Okay, input. Okay, now come to the next one, that is what we say output. Okay, so for output, what function is available in Python? So simply that is print function. Okay, again, see, this is the sign of a function. Okay, the print function is what we say, print function is used. Okay, it is used to print a message. Okay, on monitor, on a screen, on a screen. Okay, it is used to print a message on a screen. Okay, so student, let's see how we can practically, how we can what we say input using input function, and how we can print it. Okay, so let me show you the screen. Okay, and this Python. Okay, screen Python 3.8.3 shell. Okay, click on this particular file, new file, as we love to work in what we say a script mode. So this is the script mode screen, and what we are going to do here right now, simply suppose we have to add what we say two numbers, a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. Now what do we do here? C, take another variable c, c equals to a plus b. We simply do this and print, and now we print this sum. Sum is the message that will be displayed. Sum equals to, and then C we will print it. Okay. So by this we can print it. So click on the file. Okay, click on the file. We can just use this control plus S, that is shortcut, but I am not using in order to show you. P 10 dot py. Okay, py is the extension. Click on the save. It is saved. Now come to the run and click on the run module option. So sum equals to 30. So this is the fixed value, no? This is fixed value. Suppose if you're going to put some else, what do we say, information, some else data in A, what do we do here? We do what we change the value by coming in this particular script mode and changing the variables value. Okay, click on the save and then again run. Here it is 50. But what if we are willing to take the input directly from the user? Okay, it means whenever we run the program, the user will get a screen message that enter the first number or enter the second number, and the number will be dependent on the users at the time of running the program. So how we can do that? How we can solve that problem? So the answer is use the input function. So better I write here input. Okay, and enter what we say first number, enter first number. Okay, and now come to this input, it is enter, okay, second number. Okay, enter second number. Okay, so A equals to input enter first number, B equals to input enter second number, C equals to A plus B, and sum equals to C. So students, do you think so that this program is going to deliver the desired output, that is addition of two numbers? So let's check. Okay, Control S I have just used and run again. Okay, F5, just see. Enter the first number, suppose 25, enter the second number, suppose 15. Just see what the result is. Oh my god, it is showing 2515. Okay, and I think the answer should be 40. Okay, 25 plus 15. I think this is simple. So 25 plus 5, 30 plus 10, 40. It should be the 40, but it is coming 25 plus what do we say, 25 and 15. It means 2005 and 15. How it comes? Okay, because the input function by default, what do we say, it receives uh, in the form of a string, in the form of a string. It is in the form of what we say strings. Okay, so what is a string in Python? It is what we say, anything enclosed in single quote or double quote. So whenever we use this what do we say, plus sign along with this string, it concatenates. What do you mean by concatenates? It adds. Okay, suppose I have written hello and everyone, hello plus everyone will result into hello everyone. So it concatenates. So what if we are willing to do some what do we say, numerical operation, numerical operation, how we can do numerical operation using this variable? Okay, so the answer is we need to what we say, convert this particular by default string into the desired, okay, data. It may be integer type, it may be float type, or elsewhere. Okay, so just see how we can change this into the integer. Click here and type it int opening parenthesis and just move back to the last closing parenthesis. Be aware of this opening and closing what do we say, parenthesis. Suppose if we have just counted opening parenthesis 1 and this is opening parenthesis 2, so at the end it must be what we said, 2 closing parenthesis. So likewise in the B, move into the B, that one again, B equals to int opening parenthesis input enter second number, then again closing, again we have used control plus S and now directly F5. I think you are friendly with this. Again 25 and this 15. Finger cross, going to click the enter key, whether it is going to display the 40. Okay, hope for the best. I think it is, yes, it is. It is showing sum equals to 40. Okay, so that is the key point. I was actually trying to tell you, suggest you that input is a function that is that allow us to take what we say input, okay, from the user using the keyboard. But by default it shows you in the form of what we say, a string. And if you are willing to what we say, do some numerical problem, it will generate some error or it will concatenate the what we say string. So in order to do so, in order to do some numerical for what we say operation, we need to convert it into the what we say, integer value. Okay, so that is so. Okay, suppose take another example. Okay, and okay, and okay, take another example. Suppose name equals to, suppose I have written input and here enter your, what do we say, very good, enter your name. Okay, name equals to enter your name and age equals to, we can type here input enter, what do we say, your age. Okay, so what will happen here? Name equals to input enter your name and age equals to enter your age, and now we are going to print it. uh, your name is Mr. What is that? Mr. oblique MRS Mrs. Okay, comma, use comma there and use comma and just print the name. Okay, in the next line print you your age is now, your age is now, print age. See what it is going to print. Okay, just see F5, press the F5, enter name. Suppose I have written here Amit. Okay, your age is 25. Just see, your name is Mr. Oblique Mrs. Amit, and your age is now 25. Okay, so suppose if you are willing to some make some changes in this particular program. Okay, what type of changes I'm talking about? Suppose if I'm asking a question to prepare a write a program, write a program, that is in short, write a program to ask the age, okay, the age of user, and print their, what do we say, age after, what do we say, 5 years. Simple. This is a very simple program. Write a program to ask the age of a user and print their age after 5 years. Suppose it is 2020 now. Okay, so I'm asking about the age of a person. Suppose it is 25, so it will display 25 plus 5. It means 30. Okay, so how we can do that in this? Just check whether it is doing that in a way we are thinking, or it is creating some error. Age equals to age plus 5. Okay, so what we are going to do here, your age after, what do we say, 5 years, your age after 5 years. What I am going to print here, age. Okay, so what do you think, this code is going to run, or it is going to display some error message? Let's see. Okay, your name again, suppose we have type here Amit. What is the age? 25 again. Oh my god, this is the error. Okay, what type of error it is showing? It is showing can only concatenate str to str. It means string to string concatenation is allowed. Okay, string to int concatenation is not allowed. So what we are doing in this, what we are trying to do here is age plus 5. So age is what we say, I told you earlier that input function, okay, by default it will provide you in the form of a string. Okay, so age is in the form of a string and 5 is the integer value. We are concatenating, plus sign is here doing a concatenation, means adding. So concatenation of different data types is not allowed. So what we have to do in order to do some mathematical calculation, as I told you earlier, this is the second program. I am trying to what do we say, clarify the same topic. Okay, as we have done before 2 minutes. Okay, we have to, what we say, convert it into the integer. Okay, int is int, and again at last close it. It means now the age, just see, I have written here int. Now the age is converted into the integer type, and now 25 plus 5, 30. I hope this code will work. Okay, let's check it out. Again, what do we have to write here, where we are here? Okay, what do we have to write? Suppose Amit, we have written 25, we have written 30. Okay, so very good. So see the result. Okay, enter your name Amit, 25. Your name is Mr. Amit. Your age is now 25. Your age after 5 years 30. Okay, so that is what is the use of input function, and how we can, what we say, parse it, how we can convert it into the integer value, okay, using the input function. So this is very very important when you are going to create a, what we say, program. And if it is needed, uh, suppose it is required to, what we say, convert into the float. It is not here in this particular case of what is the age, but if it is required to convert into the float, what you have to write, you have to write it float here. Okay, so that is the use of input functions. Okay, and with the help of input function we can do so. Now coming back to this, coming back to the topic, let me show you where we were. Input, I think it is over. It is now second one is print option. It is used to print a message on a screen. Okay, so how we can print a message on a screen in this particular Python? The very simple, I think it is done. We have seen it several times using the print function. Let me once again show you. Let me once again show you how we can do that. Okay, coming back to this screen. Okay, and then, okay, now what is we are going to see, use of use of print function. Okay, use of print function. Okay, function. Okay, use the print function. How we can what do we say, use the print function? Just see, suppose I have written here print, and here I have written here my, okay, and trying to say like this, name, again comma, and again is, then comma, then Amit. Okay, my name is, okay, Amit. So let's see what it is going to do. My name is Amit. It is simply printing. Okay, so what if you are trying to print using the what we say dot dot dot. Suppose if you are willing to print it my dot dot dot, then name dot dot dot, then is dot dot dot, then Amit. Okay, so we will use a what we say separator. Okay, separator equals to single quote and just print the what we say character dot 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 4 5, up to you. Okay, so now what it will do, it will print like this. Okay, my name is Amit, having dot dot dot, that is a separator, so you can use it along with the print function. Second thing, when we use this what do we say print function, suppose this is the what do we say our program, my name is Amit, and suppose we are trying to write something else. We are learning Python. We are learning Python print function. Print function. We are learning Python print function. Okay, so just see. So students, this print function by default, okay, at the end when it gets what a single quote or double quote at the end, it will what we say turn to the next line. By default, it turns to the next line. Okay, so let's see what it is going to print here. My name is Amit, and in the next line, we are learning Python print function. Okay, we are learning Python and print function. Okay, so what if you are willing to print the what do we say two print statements in a same line separated with the what do we say space. So what we will use here, we will use end equals to, for space we use this end equals to single quote. Okay, then again save it, space F5. Okay, my name is Amit, and we are learning Python print function. Okay, we can use any character in it also. Suppose we just use here dollar sign. Okay, end equals to, it means first line will be ended along with this dollar sign, then second line will come. Okay, just see, my name is Amit, dollar sign, we are learning Python print function. Okay, so student, I hope this is clear, and I hope this is clear, and if you have any doubt, you may put your question in the comment section, and all the very best. Stay at home and try to learn new things, and stay home, stay happy, keep the surroundings happy. All the very best, and thank you.